On Game Show Network, anyone can win terrific prizes like this. Broyhill's Home Office Armoire conserves space and fulfills home office needs. Wraparound doors, pull-outs for keyboard from Broyhill.
Put the channel setting on your television. Okay, memorize the number. This is your lucky number for the rest of the day. Keep it tuned to Game Show Network and good things will follow.
This is Card Sharks, pilot number 2, VTR 317-78, take 1. Ace is high. Deuce is low. Call it right. And win the dough on Card Shark. And here's the host of Card Shark, Jim Carrey.
Hi, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi, thank you. Welcome to Card Sharks, a game of decisions where you can win a fortune on the turn of a single card. Now let's get to the cards. Janice, and nice to see you. Ladies, if you will, start loading in the cards. And we'll play the upper cards, the red cards, by the champion. The lower cards, the blue cards, will be played by the challenger. And as the ladies finish loading up, we'll meet today's Card Sharks. Hello there, Judith. Nice to see you again. This is Judith Garwood, our returning champion. Won over $4,000 yesterday.
Yeah.
Judith, tell us a little more about yourself.
Well, I'm single. I'm a stockbroker with a New York Stock Exchange firm, and I beat the sun up in the morning.
Yeah?
I do.
How come?
Well, because I have to be at work very early. I make that market opening.
That's right,
now.
with the time difference.
That's right.
How's the market doing?
Well, it's had a little bit of a rally.
Never mind.
Okay, after the show, I'll tell you.
Oh, I see. You're going to sell stuff. We're meeting our challenger for the first time. This is Mr. Johnny Smith. Hello, Johnny. Welcome.
Here again.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Want to tell us a little about yourself, sir?
Well, I'm an unmarried father of 4, 1 boy, 1 girl, 2 St. Bernards.
2 St. Bernards? Oh, yeah. I see.
Big ones, yeah. And I work as an X-ray technician at Martin Luther King Hospital.
Good. Well, nice to have you here with us. Good luck in the match to both of you. Let's take a look at the cards. We play our game with 2 decks of 52 playing cards. The cards on top, the red cards, will be played by Judith, our champion, and the lower cards, the blue cards, will be played by the challenger, Johnny. The object of the game is to work your way across the board, predicting whether each of these cards is higher or lower than the one that precedes it. Now, before you can call high-low on the cards, you have to first win a high-low toss-up question. All of our toss-up questions are based on a poll of 100 people, so you'll have a chance to test your ability to judge human nature. And the first question, which goes to you, Judith, we polled 100 married women. We asked those 100 married women in a California studio audience, if you discovered your husband had been unfaithful, would you divorce him or forgive him? How many said they would divorce him?
I don't think many would get a divorce over that. I'd say 27.
You say 27?
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't add the third category, how many would kill him. So, Johnny, do you think the actual number is higher or lower than 27?
They discovered so much. I'm going to think it's lower.
You say it's lower.
Yes.
All right, let's find out. If it is lower, Johnny, you get first crack at the cards. If it is not lower, then Judith goes to the board first. The actual number of married women who said they would divorce their husband if he had been unfaithful is 23. It is lower. That's a surprise. Johnny, you get first crack at the cards. We'll take a look at your base card. You won that high-low toss-up, so you have the right to change this card if you'd like. And you have an 8.
Oh.
You want to play that or you want to change it?
No, lousy card. Let's change it, please.
All right, here's your next card off the top of your deck, and you must play this one. Let's see if it's a better one. It is a 4. That's a better card. Johnny, is this next card higher or lower than that 4?
Higher than the 4, please.
Say higher than the 4, and the audience agrees with you. Higher than a 4, it is a king. Very much higher. Yes. Johnny, at this point, you can freeze and protect your position, or you can continue calling high-low all the way across the board. But If you make one missed call on any of these cards, you lose all of the cards back to your original base card, and Judith would get a crack at her cards. What's it going to be? You're going to freeze or continue?
No, we'll play on and lower than the king.
You say lower than the king, and remember, if it's another king, you lose. It must be lower. It is a 4. Wow.
Hey.
Bouncing back and forth with the 4. Freeze or continue to play?
No, we'll play off. In fact, I'll settle for another king. Higher than the 4, please.
Higher than a 4, and it is a 2. And you lose all 3 of these cards back to your base card. And Judith, you got to look at your base card. You cannot change it. It is a 7. You must play it.
Oh, boo.
Call this card.
Higher.
Say higher than a 7. It is a 10. That's higher. Judith, same options apply. You can freeze or you can continue.
No, I'll try one more lower.
Lower than a 10, and it is an 8. Just a little bit lower. You going to continue now, or are you going to freeze it?
Oh, I'm going to freeze now, Jim.
You'll freeze it. So we'll move the freeze bar over. The 8 becomes your new base card. We can't take that away from you. You need just 2 cards to win. Janice, if you will, fill in the spaces here, and we'll get to the next high-low toss-up question. Before we do that, I must tell you that the first player to get to the end of the board wins the game and $100, and we play the best 2 out of 3. The winner of the match gets a crack at the money cards and possibly as much as $28,000, over $28,000. Johnny, we go to you with this question. We asked 100 senior citizens in Southern California, have you ever tried marijuana? How many said yes? Senior citizens.
Yeah, about 60 of them tried it. Yeah, about 60.
You say 60. A little acting job there. All right. Judith, he says that 60 senior citizens have tried marijuana. You think it's higher or lower?
Oh, no, not even Southern California is that stoned. I'll go lower.
You'll say lower. The actual number of senior citizens who said they've tried marijuana is 16. Much lower. Yeah. All right. Judith, now you can change that 8 if you like. You didn't like it before?
Yes, I'll change that 8.
Then here's your next base card, and it is a king. Good
all
card
right.
to play with. Call this card.
I'll call it lower.
You say lower than a king. It is an 6. That's an interesting card. You can try to turn this last one over and win the game, or you can freeze it.
Jim, I'm going to freeze again.
You're going to freeze it?
I'm freezing, yes.
Moving it up, playing a little conservative, but that's all right. Johnny needs 4 cards. She needs just 1. She's got her own decision to make as we go to the next high-low toss-up. This time to you, Judith. We asked 100 college girls on the Berkeley campus, do you find yourself thinking about sex at least once a day? How many said yes?
It's got to be a lot.
See, I told you we were going to test human nature now.
Yeah, I think a lot of them do. I'll say 83.
83.
Yes.
Judith, I'm not going to ask you why you said 83. I'm going to go over to Johnny. She says that 83 find themselves thinking about sex at least once a day. Higher or lower?
Gee, that's so close.
That's so close.
Yeah. A little lower.
You say lower.
Just a little.
Okay. The actual number of college girls who said they think about sex at least once a day is 81. Just a little lower. Just what you said, John. Johnny, you can play this 4 now, or you can change it.
We'll play the 4 again. Higher, please.
Higher than a 4, we have another 4. Oh! Johnny, the cards aren't working your way. It's a big break for Judith. You must play off this 6. Judith, if you can call this card correctly, you have the first game in the match. What's your call?
I'll call it higher.
You say higher than a 6. For the win, it is a 3. It's not higher. Cards jumping around. Fill them in, Janice. We'll go to the next question. And this is the 4th and final question. It's sudden death. Someone has to win with this next play of the card, so control of that board is most important. This question decides it. Johnny, to you. We asked 100 dentists, are you nervous when you go to another dentist to have your teeth fixed? How many said yes?
I think everyone's nervous. 70.
70. Higher or lower, Judith?
Oh, no, I don't think dentists are that nervous. Lower.
You say lower.
Lower.
Having sat in a dentist chair, I hope it's higher. That's fine. Nothing against your call. All right, here we go. The actual number of dentists who said they're nervous when they go to another dentist is 68. It's lower, just by 2. Judith, You have control, and it is sudden death, and here's how we play it. We have a very interesting situation. Judith, you can change this base card if you'd like. You don't know what that next card is going to be. If you turn this one card over correctly, you win the game. However, you've got control. You can force Johnny to play off this 4. He cannot change it. He would have to turn over all 4 cards correctly, or the game is yours. It's your decision. Do you want to play it yourself, or do you want to force Johnny to play it?
I don't think he can do it. I'm passing.
Putting the pressure on Johnny. Johnny, you've got to turn them all over. You've got to start with this 4. One mistake, and the game belongs to Judith. Call this card.
Up high. Once more, up high.
Higher than a 4. It is a 5. You're still in the game.
Up high.
Higher than a 5. It is a 7. Getting a little tough. Higher again. One mistake. It belongs to Judith. This has to be higher to stay in it. It is a jack. One more card. Can he do it? Call it. Lower. Lower than a jack. The game is yours if it's lower. If not, the game belongs to Judith. It is a 3. 4 cards in a run. You've done it. Wow. $100 in the first game of the match. We play the best 2 out of 3. We'll be back with game number 2 right after this. Deal them out, Daddy. And we are back and ready to start the second game of the match. And Johnny has the first game. Great run there, Johnny. Congratulations. Let's start the second with Judith. You need this. Here's the first high-low toss-up. The cards have been dealt. We asked 100 women in a California studio audience, are you wearing falsies now? How many said yes?
Oh,
you know what falsies are. Yeah.
I do know what they are, and I don't think many women wear them anymore. I would say that, I'd say 7 said yes.
7?
7.
Just 7. Johnny, higher or lower?
Lower than that. No one.
Lower than... No one wears that. Well, listen, you see our studio audiences, one never knows. The actual number of women who said that they are wearing falsies is 2. It's much lower. Women don't wear them. Okay. Johnny, you get the first look at your base card. As always, you're entitled to change it. It is a 3. Very good card. You going to play it?
Up on the 3. Up from the 3.
Higher than a 3, we have a queen. Wow. Bouncing up high. As always, you can freeze or you can continue.
Let's go. Down from the queen. Lower than a queen.
Lower than a queen. Remember, you lose with another queen. It is a 9. Ooh. Kind of up the middle now, John. What's it going to be?
Freeze.
You're going to freeze it right there. We'll move the base card over. Freeze bar, and that's the new base card, the 9. You've kept Judith away from her cards. That's always important. We'll go to the next high-low toss-up, this time to you, Johnny. We asked 100 college girls on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, if you could be born again, would you prefer to be a man? How many said yes? That's a tricky question.
17.
17.
Have that strong desire.
Judith, what do you know about human nature? Higher or lower than 17?
Okay, I'm not speaking for myself, but I would guess that more... I'm going to say higher.
You say higher.
I'll say higher.
That's an interesting answer from a lady.
Yeah.
Let's find out. The actual number of college girls who said they would prefer to be born again as a man is just 6. And it is not higher, it's lower. And I must say, it's kind of nice that more people are happy to be themselves. That's great. Johnny, do you want to play this 9 or change it?
Change the 9, definitely.
Here's the next one. You've got to play this one. It is a 6. Johnny, make the call on this card.
It's a little bit higher. Not much, it's a little bit higher.
Intuition's
Right.
a little bit higher. Higher than a 6, it is a 4. Ooh, it is not higher. Judith gets her first look at her base card. She must play it. It is a 10. Call this card, Judith.
Call it lower.
Lower than a 10, we have a jack. It is not lower. Janice, if you'll fill in the spaces, we'll go to the next high-low toss-up question. Wow, the intuition's failing you there. Judith, we asked 100 married men in a California studio audience, have you yelled at your wife today? How many said yes?
Yelled at your wife today?
Yelled at your wife today.
Oh, no. I'm going to say 12 said yes.
You say 12. Johnny, higher or lower? Higher or lower?
Higher.
You say higher.
Higher.
The actual number of married men who said they yelled at their wife today is 49. It is higher.
Thank you for hollering and screaming at the...
Johnny, we're back over here looking at that 6. Do you want to play it or change it?
We'll play the 6.
And call this one.
Higher than the 6.
Higher than a 6. It is a 2. And again, you've busted on that. And again, Judith can play that 10 to call this card.
Lower than the 10.
Lower than a 10. It is a jack and busted again. And again, we get down to sudden death. Someone has to win on the next turn of the cards. You know, control is important. Question to you, John. We asked 100 girls on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, have you ever asked a man for a date? How many said yes?
Oh, yes. They're liberated now. 48.
48? 48. Judith, higher or lower?
In this age of the women's movement, I'm saying higher.
You say higher than 48. The actual number of girls who said they have asked a man for a date is 68. Much higher. Judith, you've been looking at that 10 for a while. Do you still want to, or do you want to change it?
This is sudden
This is sudden death. I beg your pardon, Judith.
Yeah.
Let me quickly reiterate. You, of course, would have to call all of these cards correctly in sudden death. However, you could force Johnny to play these 2 cards. What's it going to be? You going to play it or force him?
Oh, Johnny, I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to have you. You're going to have to do it again.
Again, you're putting the pressure on John.
Yeah.
Johnny, you did it before. You've got a 6. You must call both of these correct. What's your call here?
Lightning striking twice.
Higher than a 6. One mistake in the game
Big
belongs
win.
to Judith.
Big win.
It is a 7. Just higher. One more card. Call it, John. Higher. If it's higher, you are the champion. It is an ace. You've done it twice in a row. Johnny, 4 more. Congratulations. Judith, thank you so much. Boy, he was just lucky against you. You've got $4,200 in the past and some nice party gifts. Thank you for joining us. You're a fine champion.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judith. Johnny, come on down here with me, if you will. And again, our congratulations. Let's get ready for the money cards. That'll be coming up right after this. John, again, congratulations on the win. You all set?
I'm all set.
You're ready.
Let's get to it.
All right, let's get to it. Let's open up the board. Take a look at the money cards. Johnny, come on up here. He wants to get to it, and this is how we do it. The $200 you won in the game is yours to keep. We're going to give you new money. This time you're going to bet that money. We'll start you on the bottom line with $200. Bet that as you will across that bottom line on those 3 cards. Now we'll add another $200 up at the next level, and you can bet that as you will. Minimum bets are $50 until you get to that top card, and then you must bet at least half your money with that big bet. Now it can really add up. Of course, we've dealt out all new cards there. Let's get you started. $200. Okay. You always have a choice of the 2 base cards. Here's your first one. Let's see if we can get a very low one or a very high one, John. It is a 7. You want to play that or change it?
No, let's get something better than that.
You want to change it? All right.
Better
Good luck
than
with
that.
this one because you have to play this one.
Okay.
And it is a king.
All
Yeah,
right.
okay. Good card. John, $200 and a king. What's your bet on higher or lower in
2
this
big
card?
ones lower.
Lower, the whole thing.
The whole thing.
$200. And remember,
Yes,
if it's another king, you lose. It has to be lower than a king. $200. It is a 5. You have $400 and a 5.
400. Higher.
Oh, you're a gambler.
Oh, yeah.
$400 higher than a 5. It is a queen. That's higher.
Okay.
Johnny, get a little more rarefied now. You've got $800 and a queen.
Green stuff. All of it lower. Let's get the green.
$800 lower, John. I'm with you. Fingers
Okay,
crossed. Lower than a queen. It's a 10. Yeah. $1,600. We're going to move the 10 up to the next level. We add another $200. John, you've got $1,800 and a 10. What's your bet?
Jim, we came to gamble. We're going to bet the whole thing. Lower.
The whole. That's $1,800.
No. That's $3,600 when we win this.
Oh, when we...
Come on.
Confident.
Get to it.
All right.
Get to it.
Lower than a 10. For the $3,600 come on card. It's a 3. Yeah. That's a good card. All right, my gambling friend. You've got $3,600. What?
7,200 all the way up.
Whole thing again.
Let's go.
Come on, card.
Big
Higher than a 3. It's an ace. Yeah.
Okay.
$7,200, John, and an 8. Now remember, there are other aces in that deck, Johnny. What's your bet?
All of it.
All of it.
Hey, what did
You ever bet that much money on the turn of one card?
the most I've ever bet was $3,000.
You are a gambler. $7,200.
Down.
Lower than an ace. Come on, card. It's a queen. Okay. John, $14,400. We move the queen up to the big bet. You could possibly go for the limit. Now listen carefully. John, you must bet at least half. You have to bet more money than you've ever bet in your life. You have to bet at least $7,200. You can bet more. You have $14,400 and a queen. What's your decision on that big bet?
Watch to put with it. We're going to bet it all that it's lower.
The whole thing. Everything. Trying to clear the board. Top dollar, nothing, or $28,800. Lower. It's a yeah! Oh, yeah! My man, way to go! $28,800. You are a gambler. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Okay. John, what can I tell you? That's the limit. That is just great. You've got another $200 for the game. That means today, right here, $29,000. You're going to be a new challenger the next time we play Card Sharks. Join us, won't you? For now, bye-bye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Saturday night, go downtown, see the sights, girls and pinballs, coke and bright lights. Wish every day was Saturday night. Coca-Cola adds life when the lights are bright. Wish every day was Saturday night. Coke adds life, Coca-Cola adds life.
No matter who's dealing the cards, the Sharks are in it to win it.
I gotta go all the way! Higher!
Card Sharks, coming up next on Buzzer.
Higher! Higher! Boy, I say, higher, please. Oh, boy,
Hallelujah! Card Sharks with Jim Perry is on twice a day. Card Sharks today at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern.
They're not acting this way for the money. What shall I do? Or the glory. They do it for the love of the game. Card Sharks, weekdays at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Only on Game Show Network.